Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of It's Not That Deep. If you're listening on YouTube and watching this video exclusive, thank you so much for being here. I love to read all of your comments. I want to know if you guys are liking the podcast episodes. Alyssa obviously doesn't live here in Melbourne, so she flies down to do this.
I know, I'm such a good friend. So I'm just sending her what she owes me.
Oh my God, okay. $15. It's okay, babe. I'll transfer it. If you guys didn't know, we've also got audio only episodes on Spotify. The link will be in the description. And if you guys want to chat with me on Sunroom, then you can. I'm going to leave that in the description as well. But otherwise, hello.
Hi guys, we are back and better.
We're so excited. We've
I
already
know.
filmed another episode today.
I know.
So this one's going to be a little bit like,
yeah, but I think they're the funniest ones. Okay, so guys, I actually want to start off with something. I wrote something down the other day.
okay.
But I don't think we should talk about trauma right now.
Oh, is it trauma?
I mean, it could be.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I have a lot of trauma. Literally, I have a dot point that says call in helpline. What does that mean?
What does it mean?
So I grew up in a very happy childhood, but my parents were obviously...
Wait, we're going straight into like...
Guys, don't feel sorry for me. It's not that deep. Like this is actually, it's actually kind of funny. Literally 5 seconds in. So my parents got divorced. So you know when you had the phones on the wall that had the cord on them? Mm-hmm. When those went out of fashion and you get like the cordless ones, you can just put in the cradle.
Yeah.
My dad got us siblings all a cordless phone in our room.
Really?
Random. I know.
That's so random.
Yeah. So he got us all.
Like a hotel.
Yeah. So we all had, not my little sister, but me and my other sister, we all had phones in our room. So I had my own phone. I could make my own calls. I would prank call when I was like 15, whatever.
That's so fun.
So when I was having a really bad mental health day when I was like 15, 14, and I felt like I didn't belong in my family.
Sorry. No. Sorry. I'm not laughing. I just know where this is going because your note was...
Does it make sense now? So I went downstairs and I remember my dad wrestling with my sisters and having the best time. I remember walking in and I ruined their fun and I'm like, I'm such an outcast. Like I don't belong here. Anyway, I remember going to my laptop and writing little notes and I don't belong here. And I remember emailing it to myself for a year's time. You can email stuff to yourself for the future. So you get it?
You're so smart. You knew how to do that?
Yeah.
I've never known.
Yes. So I would say to
You can
myself.
time it, like schedule.
Yes.
So you scheduled the email for a year later.
And I said, if your life is still like this, Alyssa, run away. I'm 14, 15.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So anyway, I was going through a really bad time one night and I went to the room and I was like, oh, I got my little phone in my room and I called the helpline.
How did you know their number? Do you just look it up?
1-800-KIDS helpline. I don't know because I had like a big Yellow Pages book.
I forgot you're older than me.
By
I
literally
never did
a
that.
year and a half.
No.
2 years. 2 years. Yeah, it's like I'm literally dinosaurs.
Wait, when do you turn 26?
Next March.
Oh my God.
Okay, made me feel really bad about myself right now. So anyway, I called Kids Helpline and I was under my bed talking to them and I remember it so clearly. She was saying, so what's your home life like? I was fully talking to this lady on the phone.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, for like an hour and she was so sweet and I had like a friend. It was actually really nice and I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. And then a week goes by and back then you'd get logs of like the home phone calls. So my dad's paying for the phone.
He saw?
And he saw I called some 1-300 number and obviously this was more expensive because you got to pay for it. It's not like free therapy because if it was, I'd be on Kids Helpline every day now. Like that would be my therapy.
I didn't know that. So
Obviously.
if I called like Lifeline,
You would get
charge
charged.
me more?
He saw that and he highlighted it in pink highlighter. Came up to my room and was like, you're embarrassing me. Why are you calling Kids Helpline? You're so dramatic. And ripped up the paper and said, give me the money.
Oh my God.
That was a vivid time in my life that I remember literally getting mentally abused for calling Kids Helpline because I was getting mentally abused. Well, that got really deep.
He said, pay up, bitch.
Yeah,
No,
he
just kidding.
literally said pay up, but he highlighted it and was like, explain. not what a normal dad would be like, sorry, are you all right? Do you feel bad for me?
Yeah. But what I was about to say is I so get that because so my mom is obviously she grew up in the Philippines. She had 11 siblings. So 100% they were not sitting across the table going, today I feel anxious. Like, no,
Yeah,
there was no
yeah.
time for that. So my mom, I remember vividly when I was 14 years old, I don't know what made me feel this way, but I was feeling like all depressed or whatever, right? I sat on the end of her bed and I was like, I feel really depressed. I remember saying that, and my mom looked at me in her accent, because she has like a filler accent. She was like on her phone, right? Probably on Facebook or something, because she loved like beauty pageants. So she was like looking up the beauty pageants.
Okay.
Luma, you're so dramatic. Go out of my room. I'm not kidding. From that
Wait.
moment, my mom would be like, there are people dying.
Wait, why is that accent so well?
There are people dying, Luma. So embarrassing. That's what she would do. Like, all Filipinos do that.
Wait.
If there's someone Filipino watching this, they will know. She goes like, over there, go.
Wait, that's
Out of the room, Luma.
Wait, so her mum is like saying you're so dramatic. My dad's saying pay up. Like, that's crazy.
But you know what? Not to give them like, okay, obviously, like, I'm not advocating for like diminishing your child's feelings, but I'm not kidding. Low key, that made me a little bit stronger, because like my mom she was like, stop, there's people dying, you're gonna be fine, babes. Just because the boy that you like in school doesn't want to kiss you back, you're gonna be all right. I swear to God, I never talked to her about it again. I was like, cool.
Wow.
Yeah. How wild is it that some people have parents that will sit them down and be like, let's have a chat about your mental health. Like, it's so awkward. I don't sit with my mom and go like, oh my God, I would die without you. I love you so much. Like, we obviously know that we feel that way, but we don't talk about those things.
I tell my mum I love her every day.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, we text, good morning, love you.
Oh,
Good night, love you.
I think it might be a philo thing. I think it's like, because my mom's Asian, and I think a lot of Asian people will feel this way.
Yeah.
Like, I know she loves me so much.
Of course she does.
But she doesn't sit there and go, hello, my little pumpkin chili pie, love you more than anything in the whole wide world. Like, we don't talk like that.
Oh, no, my mum doesn't do that either. It's more like honey bunny wunny.
I have a friend, I've got this friend,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to bleep that out.
Yeah.
Her mum is so nice. I love her mum. But her mum literally is like that. Like, she'll sit with her and be like, let's talk about your feelings, like stroking her hair and stuff.
Whoa.
Whereas my mum's always just been very like harsh, tough love. She's getting better now.
Yeah.
But she's always been the type of mum that's like, snap out of it, babes. There are people dying. Because my mum's seen it. Because she's lived.
Yeah, she was, yeah.
Like, literally pretty much in poverty. So my mom's like, babe, you are fine.
She's like,
you have everything. I don't care about these little problems you have.
Yes.
Low-key, she ate.
But like, it made you stronger.
100%. I don't sit around crying over little things now.
Yeah.
Do you think that you're the same?
I've gotten so much better.
Yeah.
I used to be a really sensitive child and very emotional. I feel like I still am very emotional as a person now, as an adult. But as a kid, I generally did have a lot of emotions, and I was very sensitive and probably really dramatic in some aspects of my life. Probably still dramatic now, but not to that extent.
Did you ever have a conversation with your mom about like sex, like the birds and
No.
the bees?
I still don't know to this day. I wish you would tell me.
You know what's so funny? The only conversation I've ever had with my mom about this, again, in the Filipino accent, we're in the car. I don't know. She took me to like a museum with my brother. It was like a random museum day.
Yeah.
So random and rogue. She's like, we're going to the museum. Okay, let's go. I was like, oh my God, okay.
Wait, why?
I don't know. She just randomly wants to do random things, my mom. Like, she'll
That's so
just.
cute.
Yeah, it's cute. I used to hate it growing up, but now I can appreciate
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
She's like, let's go to the aquarium randomly. Anyway, so we go to this like museum and we're in the car, and my mom, we're just like sitting in the car, right? She stopped the car. Out of absolutely nowhere, she looks in the rearview mirror. Make sure you use condoms, Luma.
Wait, was your brother in the car?
I don't know. No, he was in the bathroom, I think. She is so random and rogue.
How old were you?
And unhinged. Oh, this is like recently. This is like, oh, well,
Like
actually
yesterday.
No. This is like maybe like 3 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, she just goes like, make sure you use condoms, and I was mortified. We're going to the museum.
Did she ever speak about anything else with you to do with sex?
Never.
Just that.
No, she told me once. She was like, if you get pregnant, I'll take you to get. Oh, I can't say that.
We can't say that,
Actually,
guys.
I can say that. No, I can say that because it's controversial, but it's my body. It's my right to do what I want.
100%.
My mom and I have talked about that, actually. She's asked me before. She's been like, if you got pregnant, would you want to keep the child? That's what my mom has said to me. Because as much as like my mom is all tough love and everything, she had me when she was really young. So my mom had me when she was 23.
Wow, your age now.
Yeah. So
Wow.
my mom has asked me in the past, like, would you keep the baby if you had one? Because my mom wants me to have a baby. Like, she's a preschool teacher, so she would be like amazing with kids, right? And even
Why
though
am I
she's,
crying?
are you okay? What's wrong? Wait. Why are you crying?
I don't know why my eyes started watering.
Wait, are you like emotional?
No.
Oh. Anyway, long story short, she asked me like, would you keep it? And I was like, absolutely not. If I got pregnant, I would not have the baby right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a like
Controversial.
controversial topic, but okay, this is my stance. Why are we talking about abortion? Like, this
Yeah,
is
how did
such
they
a
get
ring-
here?
I know. I feel really upset that there are places where it's illegal. If you are religious and you don't believe in it, fair enough. Don't have one. Have the baby if you get pregnant. But like, really, like, are we actually living in a world where some places make it illegal to have the choice to potentially get an abortion?
Yeah, it is. It is a really controversial thing, and I'm all about pro-choice.
Yeah.
And I think it's your body, you can do what you want.
Yeah.
Personally, if I was in that situation, I don't know because I have never been in a situation before. I don't know if I mentally could do it in that sense, but it really depends on the situation. I don't know. But there was an actual video advocation clip or something I saw on YouTube where they were promoting what it's like to give a baby up or have an abortion. I don't know if you've seen it.
Well, there's two different things that you can do. You can either have the pill
Yeah.
and do it at home, which seems very painful and
Oh, it would
traumatizing
be.
because I have a friend that did that and she was in so much pain. And then there's also like, it's like the vacuum or whatever where you go to sleep and it happens. It's like a surgical thing.
Yeah.
Both of my friends that have had this done
Yeah.
have woken up, been a bit emotional, they cried a bit, but they're very happy that they didn't end up having a baby because they weren't
Yeah.
ready. And it was an accident. They fully like couldn't control it.
Yeah.
Sometimes, did you guys know, fun fact, you can be on birth control and even using condoms and you can end up pregnant?
100% you can.
That is what? If you're doing everything, you're on the pill, you're using condoms, you really don't want a child and you fall pregnant. What are you going to do?
Yeah. It is a tough situation. Like being a girl is so hard.
It is. And
Like,
so
honestly.
you know what? Even though like we might get some hate for this and people might comment down below being like, oh my God, awful, I'm unsubscribing. I want to be that person to say, if someone's watching this and they ever fall pregnant, I want them to feel comfortable knowing like Luma and Alyssa say that it's not a horrible thing.
I seriously don't think it's a horrible thing. And I'm all about pro-choice.
You know how you were saying before, you don't know if mentally you could do it?
Mentally, but then again, I don't know.
Well, that's what I was about
because
to say.
I haven't been in that situation.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say, you know how before you said that mentally you couldn't do it? I have a friend that I'm obviously not going to say who it is, but she always said that she wouldn't. And then she fell pregnant and she was so stressed out, like just could not imagine her life with a baby. And she ended up going through and getting an abortion and she's so happy. And there's this whole thing about, oh, what if the child could be, you've got a million eggs anyway. There's so many what if they could be. Do you know what I mean?
There's so many what
Every
ifs.
day. I could have
Yeah.
a baby tomorrow.
Yeah. They came out with a video I was telling you about just then because people were saying like, what if it was like a 12-year-old and like she got raped? You telling everyone like, yeah, it's illegal? She's got to be a mother
Yeah.
and keep that child.
That's wild.
That's insane. So they did a video where they were at this clinic and a 12-year-old walked in pregnant and she was like, I can't have this baby. I need to get an abortion. I need to get rid of it. I can't be a mother. I have no money. I have no family. I can't have a baby. And they're like, no, you got to keep it. It's illegal. You got to keep it. You got to keep it. And then this other 12-year-old walked in and was like, hi, I want to buy a baby. And they're like, no, you can't buy a baby. You're 12. You've got no money. You've got no family.
That's so true. So true. But then also,
Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the difference, guys?
It's
What?
so
No, think about
true.
that. What's the difference?
Yeah, it's true. There is, to play devil's advocate though, there's also this thing about like, okay, one of my best friends is adopted. And then it's like, what if his mother decided to have an abortion and didn't have him? Then I wouldn't have a best friend. But then it's also like, I wouldn't know to be sad. It's like, okay, but I could have a million friends that could be sitting there right now, but maybe their mom decided to have an abortion.
Exactly.
I mean, you can't be sad over things you don't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't even have known he exists. You wouldn't have known him.
Exactly.
Your life wouldn't have been like that.
It's such a random take. And for women to sit there, I remember, I don't want to offend anyone, okay? Because it's like, if you believe that abortion should be illegal, that doesn't mean that I can't sit with you and be your friend. That's why people have debates.
Yeah.
But there's this YouTube channel, I think it's called Jubilee, where people sit on either sides of the room, and they'll be like people that are pro-choice one side, people that aren't the other side. It was very interesting because a lot of the people that were all about, oh, abortion should be illegal, they were coming at it from a religious standpoint. They were coming at it from like, oh, I tried to have a baby and I couldn't. Okay, respectfully, that's your body and that's your, like, life's unfair to everyone. Life is unfair. And just because you couldn't have a baby doesn't mean that I, who is using condoms and is on birth control and got pregnant and wants to have an abortion, doesn't mean I'm like a murderer.
Yeah. Or like something traumatic happened in my life, or I'm not fit to do this, and that's my choice not to bring up this child in a bad environment, or I'm with an abusive partner. There's so many things that could go into that, and that should be their choice because it's their body.
Yeah.
And I fully respect and agree with that.
I just think it's
100%.
It's just such a random take. It's like if I'm sitting here every single day going to the lotto, buying a lottery ticket, and you randomly buy a ticket, right? The one day like out of the year, and it's just random, first time you've ever bought a ticket, and you win the lottery. It's like, welcome to life.
Yeah, it's not fair.
It's just what it is.
Yeah.
I think that's so crazy. And you know what? You know something interesting? I've never once gone to a protest. If Australia randomly was like, we're going to make abortion illegal, I would be right there.
I would be there too. I'd be there too. Have you seen that other YouTube channel where it's that guy sits down in random places in America on his little table, and he will say something outrageous or like just like a topic that's controversial like this, and he will say something like, abortion should be illegal, change my mind. And he'll get random people go up and just try and change his mind.
That's interesting.
And it's for a debate. He's got a whole channel about it. So he will say things like about abortion. He'll say things about anything. Yeah. Do you know what one thing he said? He actually did say that men deserve to get paid more because women take longer breaks because they go to the bathroom more and they have their periods. So we should get paid less because we don't work as much.
I mean, I just can't even entertain that thought.
But like how ridiculous and delusional is that? Men should get paid more because we go to the bathroom more. So we're not working for 30 extra seconds than a man.
Do you want to know something?
Always.
That's so cute. Okay. Men will never truly understand what it means to be a woman and to have a period. Don't click off if you're a man and you're snoozing. I promise I won't yap on for ages about this. But I used to be that girl, right? In high school that was like, my period does not affect me, because I feel like it really didn't. And then now that I'm in my 20s, oh, it does affect me. And I actually hate it. In my teen years, I was on the pill, right? So I would skip my period all the time. It wasn't even a thing. I didn't even think about it. And now that I have discovered that the pill is actually controversial again, if you're on the pill and you love it, love that for you. Okay? I didn't have a good experience.
Yeah.
But if...
Neither.
Yeah. It's just, it's just your hormones. It's your hormones. Like some people have the perfect balance to be on the pill, and then it doesn't affect them in a bad way. I've got lots of friends that have amazing experiences on the pill, on the Marina, whatever. I've done a lot of research, okay? But anyway, because I ended up discovering that it wasn't good for me and my body, and I was having constant migraines, I was at a high risk of a stroke, it was this awful thing, I decided to get off the pill. Now I have my period every single month, and I hate it. And I hate the way it makes me feel the week before. I just hate it so much. It brings me so much sadness. I'm always depressed the week before my period. And it's like, I've just discovered it's so cringe when girls try and complain and try and make a man understand. They will never understand.
Men will never understand what it takes to be a girl, because not only do we have our period for like 5 to 7 days, some girls are different. Some girls come for 10 days, like a long period.
I have mine for like 9 days.
You see what I mean? The week before, you're in pre-period
phase.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
Where you're having the cramps, the back pain, the headaches because you're getting your period. And the week after, you're in ovulation. So you're still bloated and you're still getting post hormones. Technically, 3 weeks out of the month where we get our period every single month, we're not completely hormonally balanced.
I think,
And then the guys are just going around. Good for them.
yeah, guys have,
How lucky.
I read something about like, guys will have like their hormone cycle in one day, and females have it over the period of 30 days or whatever.
Yeah.
Over a month.
Yeah.
For me, the worst thing that I experience when it comes to my period, obviously I get the pains, right? I get my boobs hurt, like everything. It's so annoying. The worst thing for me is my emotions. And I actually go and see a naturopath because I need to balance out my serotonin because I have such a dip the week before my period. And I get so depressed, and I realize this irrational thinking, this like sitting up crying for 5 hours is literally because I have my period coming. And it's always on time. It's always the same thing.
Wow, yours is regular?
So annoying. My period.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very regular on the day.
Yeah, mine didn't used to be because I was on the I was on the pill as well because I also did research, and you actually were talking to me about it as well a few years ago. I was on the pill for 7 years.
Wow, that's ages.
Yeah, I was on the pill from literally maybe 16 until I was 22. 21. Yeah, I was on the pill, and I would skip my period pretty much every single month on holidays, skip it. And then once I got off the pill, because I realized that the pill was affecting my mental health and heightening my anxiety and depression, and I had to get off it. And getting off that was such a long process where it generally affected my relationships, friendships, because I was not okay.
Yeah.
It literally took me a good 12 months to heal from that. And I'm not on anything right now because I'm so afraid of going back to that. Like it was bad. It was so bad. And my period was so bad for like 12 months. Now it's great, but not great either. Like I get the worst pains now. But you're so right. As a kid, I never got pains.
Maybe age plays a factor.
Yes.
But going off what I was saying before, like a man will never understand. And I've actually gotten to the point where like I don't get triggered at all. If a man is near me and they say something like, oh, like women complain about their periods, I don't even care. I'm just like, all right, you're right. Like I don't want approval from men. I'm so like I don't care. All I want is to like be for the girlies. If I had all the girlies loving me and commenting and being like, I love Luma, blah, 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 I'm so happy. I don't care for men. I don't care for their approval. They'll never understand. They just won't.
I don't want men's approval.
I honestly
it means
could
nothing.
not care.
It means nothing these days, honestly. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. You're so right.
How funny is that? Like I just don't care. And I've realized like, so that is such a low like quality conversation to even like have a man be like, I think that men should get paid more. I wouldn't even entertain myself in that conversation.
How unhinged is that though?
It's so rogue. I'd be like, I honestly can't. I can't.
I know, isn't that crazy?
They'll never understand what it feels like to have something really important, right? And be thinking, oh, am I going to get my period? Or go on holiday and you're literally looking out into the ocean. Everything's beautiful. For me, staying in this massive villa with a slide for free that I got invited to stay at. And I'm bawling my eyes out about the world because it's the week before my period. And I cannot enjoy that experience at that villa.
Yeah, I get so emotional day to day, not even on my period. I'm really empathetic towards other people, and I get really upset, especially before my period. I always just start looking at anybody, animals, anything, and just get so upset.
You'll see like a dog limping. You're like,
No, literally, I don't know why. I'll just get so upset, and then I'll start thinking about just the most. Do you ever get when you're sad? Do you ever try and make yourself more sad? I always do that.
Oh my God, I'll sit there and I'll listen to like, you're still a traitor. Yeah, you're still a traitor. Ooh.
Anyway, my boobs were actually bigger when I was on the pill.
Yeah.
My boobs were bigger.
Do you miss them?
A little bit.
I like your little boobies. They're so cute. They're perfect.
They're so perky.
Do you really want to get your boobs done?
I think I might, but I'm thinking maybe just doing it after kids.
Yeah.
Like when I'm like 30.
You would look really hot with your boobs done.
Not too
that
big.
You look bad without them done.
Yeah.
But I can see why it would look good.
Like I don't want crazy big, but just like a good proportion that would like look nice, like in a dress. Not that I have really like small boobs now. Like they're actually like all right, but like just a nice,
they're beautiful. Just, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean? Like
if you got paid like a bag, right? And like say like the podcast was going well, you were getting paid a lot. What would you spend your money on?
Give me a ballpark number.
$20,000-$30,000 a month.
I probably would straight away buy a block of units.
I'm talking about like silly things like boobs done, like stuff like that.
Oh, well, yeah. But my first thing I'd do was like make it like invest so I can make more money. But then once that was done, I would go on holidays.
Is that the thing you would spend?
Yeah, I would just go on holidays.
Would you like get any impulse like surgeries?
I get my chin done.
Oh my God.
I probably would get my boobs done, let's be real. But I've heard a lot of people say that everyone that's getting their boobs done recently hate it and take it out. But anyway, me being full serious, I'll buy an investment, but I would. But silly things, I would probably get my boobs done, go on holidays, maybe even like adopt like a whale or something.
Goodbye. We're changing the topic. Growing up, I was a massive
Slut.
Story time, guys. Let's talk about the most unhinged, annoying friend I've ever had in my life. I wish that she watches this.
It wasn't me.
Spoiler alert. Are we shocked? Yes. By the way, guys, I'm not bullying Alyssa. That's just our banter. Help me. Oh my God. Let's talk about the most unhinged, annoying person I've ever been friends with in my life. And yes, I know that for the most part on my YouTube channel, in my pep talks, I'm very serious. I'm very girl boss, blah, blah, blah. But let's be honest, I'm a human being. And for me to have this mindset, you know, where I hold myself in a high regard and I don't let anyone fuck with me is because I have been shat on before. So I was out one night, guys. I'm going to try and make this story like really short because I told Alyssa kind of at breakfast.
Yeah, but I want to listen to it.
Okay.
Go.
I was out and about, okay? My friends and I were out for New Year's Eve, actually. I really hope this girl watches it.
She probably would.
She probably would. She's a massive fan.
Yeah.
No, legit though.
But listen, guys,
literally.
She is.
Okay, so a lot of you guys that are my subscribers come up to me and say things, the ones that live in Australia. Usually someone will come up to me, really pretty girl. She'll be like, oh, I love your YouTube. We'll take a picture or something, you know, something cute. We'll have a cute interaction, then she'll leave. Yeah. Obviously, it's a normal thing to do. That's what I would do. If I saw someone that I love, I'd be like, hi, I love you. Bye. I don't know you. We're just like, just saying, you know what I mean? This girl comes up to me, asks me for a photo, makes me follow her. She goes, follow me on Instagram. And it's so awkward. I'm like, okay. So then I, follow her and I see I'm scrolling through messages she sent me because she's like talking to herself in my DMs. Anyway, long story short, we end up becoming friends. Looking back now, it's because she was so forceful. She was. I would post something about, oh, I'm going to this place. She would come just because she knew she'd bump into me. She'd be like, oh my God, it's you. What are the odds? But really, she like went through mountains to get there.
Yeah.
Anyway, we ended up becoming friends and it wasn't very long. It was quite short-lived. But like our friendship, the entire friendship, I felt like she was so envious of my life. And I remember I was watching The Wizard Liz. I always get compared to The Wizard Liz. Like our people put us in little mashups.
I've seen them before.
I'm obviously not trying to be her. I feel like we're different, but I love watching her.
Yeah.
And so I take it as a compliment. But I was watching The Wizard Liz and she was talking about how friends can want your life and be very toxic. And you have to be careful with who you're friends with. And obviously now I know this. You know, I have like 3 friends and I'm very happy with that. I've got a lot of people in my life that I'm friends with, but not a lot that are close enough to like actually affect me. This was really random that I let her into my life, but it was kind of like, I don't know. I think she knew what she was doing and she was always there at the right time and she just wanted to be around me. And then we became friends and our entire friendship, she would always go on about, oh, I could never be an influencer. And then she'd go, how'd you get that thing? Like, oh, you got it for free? What was the email? And I'd be like, why? Oh, just asking. Then she'd go email them, try and get a collab. She emailed my manager. She's like, can you please sign me? Like,
wow.
She literally, if I would post something on my story, she would tap on it, message them and be like, Luma told me to message you. I want to do a collaboration with you guys, blah, blah. Anyway, this sounds so first world problems, but like everything I did, she copied me. And it was so strange. And I just thought like, oh, maybe this is just normal. Like, all the stuff I have, like maybe all girls want this. No, my friends would sit with me. Meska, who is my guy best friend, sat with me. He's like, this is not normal, babe. That's weird. Like
I couldn't, that's not normal.
Yeah. I mean, but like, it was so strange. And I felt like the loneliest person on the planet when we would hang out because I would be sitting across from my friend who I knew and I felt like I could feel it. Like she did not want to see me do well.
That's so sad.
I know. I could see it in her eyes when I would tell her like something good was coming. Like she just wasn't happy for me.
Yeah, I think that's like just a lot of jealousy there and insecurity.
And I've always had friends like that. Like since I was young, like I've always had friends that are so jealous of me and don't want to see me do well. And I'm so cautious of this, guys. Like I feel like at the moment my circle is the smallest it's ever been because I've started the podcast and I'm growing on different platforms and I'm going to America and I live in this beautiful apartment and so many great things are happening and I just cannot fathom having friends that wish bad upon me. Like I hate that evil eye bullshit.
Yeah.
And this friend, you guys, like, because I get questions a lot, right? About how do you deal with friendship breakups? How do you deal with bad friends? I get those questions a lot. Everyone goes through it. You've had it as well.
Yeah, I have. And I'm in the same position too. Like I feel like I do know a lot of people. I can see people out and say hello, more like acquaintances, friends with them but not close with them. But my circle has been the smallest it's ever been probably this year. And I probably have been the happiest.
But isn't it
with my
crazy?
Friends in the last 6 months because it is such a tight-knit group and I feel so safe. Like I don't need 50 million friends. Like I'm so happy with my 3 friends because I trust them. So I know exactly how you feel. I don't think I've had someone do that to the extent. That's actually insane.
But you know what's crazy?
It's kind of stalkerish.
I've had a few experiences like that.
Wow.
Like I've dealt with this a lot and I just give up now. I'm like, I don't want any friends. I can't deal with girls. I feel comfortable knowing that there's other people that experience this. Like the Wizard Liz was talking about how she has like no friends. Like I literally feel like that. I've got my boyfriend, I've got my family, I've got like you and a few other friends and like I don't trust anybody. Like sometimes
It's so
I think
sad.
about it is sometimes I think about like how many people would I have at my wedding? I don't know.
Maybe we just elope in Vegas.
I think I've always seen myself being friends with the people that I maybe work with. Like when I'm like really successful, like it'd just be people that I work with and people in similar industries or in similar positions. I think that's why a lot of people in like LA are just friends with each other because they all kind of, they just get it. You know what I mean?
They're kind of in the same environment and industry. So they, like you just said, they just get it and they're in the same area as you and mindset.
Yeah, because like I can't be here like I really want to be around more people like that so I don't have that constant feeling of is this person just trying to use me? I just want to meet people and think, oh, she doesn't need to use me at all. She's like killing it with her own life. This girl went from nothing, 0 followers. Now she's got like 80K or something. I'm pretty sure she bought a lot. But like she's made it her whole personality. She's a full-on influencer. A lot of people send me her content. She's posing exactly like me. She's using the same captions. It's crazy.
Wait, she's copying your captions?
Everything. It's
Wait, that's
insane.
actually another level.
It's insane. You know what I did? I unfollowed her.
Yeah, obviously.
Yep. This is how petty I am. I unliked every photo I ever liked of her. If you go in our DM, she's talking to herself.
That's
babe.
so embarrassing.
I unsent every message. You can like mass like press all of them.
So she's like talking to herself
Talking
and
to
then
herself.
but your message isn't there.
Yep.
Wait, but there's one thing, okay, copying your poses, wearing the same clothes as you, copying your exact captions
It's
on her
wild.
photos and then being signed to the same manager
She quit her job.
is insane. I would be scared. If someone was out there that I was once friends with, then just started copying me and copying my captions on the exact photos, I would literally be scared.
I'm not gonna lie, like I hate to like give her this satisfaction, but like it actually like got under my skin for a bit and I was really shocked.
100% I would.
But then you know what like made me feel better? I thought about it and I was like, okay, she can have what she wants to have. It's just motivated me to get more. That's why I'm so excited to go to America this year because I hope I love it and feel like I want to move there or something because like I really want to just move and change my life and I want to be a blip in her life. I want to be like so far away that she can't even access me. That's
Well,
my
she
dream.
can't access you now anyway.
I mean, yeah, but like sometimes I go to events and I'll see her there and I'm like, oh, I need
Oh,
to get out
wait,
of
we
here.
actually did see her at the event that time.
I need
Yeah,
to
in
get out. I'm
Sydney.
like, I can't be in the same place as her. It's too embarrassing. I need to elevate. Someone was telling me about how in Inside Out 2, that movie, which I haven't watched by the way, there's like the different emotions. And I think friends that like treat you like shit or fuck you over, like they actually make you feel like doing better because it's like, oh, I have these people that would love to see me do bad and I need to do good. And that's how I feel constantly.
Yeah.
And I'm so afraid of the evil eye. Like I'm telling you, when we go on our trip, there's girls that like actually wish, like they're like this at home, wishing on my downfall. I know it.
That's crazy.
It's the craziest feeling.
Wow. Well,
How much pressure would that be? Like every like it girl has that. Sabrina Carpenter would have that. Kim Kardashian definitely has that. Like people just hate it. Like people would love to see her break her leg and lose all her money. And like imagine that. You just keep it pushing. Kim Kardashian has a caption. It's so iconic. Ready?
go.
You can steal the recipe, but the sauce will never taste the same.
I love that.
And that's what I say to that girl. And any girl that's ever tried to copy me, use me. You can steal my recipe and the sauce will never be the same. I will keep elevating. I never lack. I never lack. I transition.
Well, that's such a good quote.
I wish you could air out.
Yeah, no.
You can't really.
Nah, I can't say that.
It's just girls like this. Like it's the weirdest feeling to know that when I start something like a podcast or I go on a big holiday, there are people that like are literally hoping that it goes bad. That is so much pressure and it's the worst feeling. And I hate like being perceived. But then at the same time, I just think about like the baddies of the world, Kim K, the Wizard Liz. And I love to think that way. And I just think like, you know what? What Doja Cat said in that song, Rules. She goes, talking about I fell off. You ain't even get on. That's right.
That's so right. And I love the little singing you just do in every single episode. It's so funny.
But like, moral of the story is if you have haters,
they're motivators.
Yeah, only a bad bitch would have haters. If you were ugly and just like nice and had nothing that people wanted, they wouldn't try and use you.
Yeah, and I feel like haters, if you don't have haters, you haven't really made it.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like haters are fine. That's all good. Watch Inside Out 2. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. It is so inspirational. It literally shows what goes on in a human being's mind and how everyone is different. Can I just say, guys, I'm not a big fan of cartoons. I'm not really a big fan. Like it's whatever. I hadn't seen the first one. I watched the first one a few weeks ago and it was honestly changed my life.
Oh my God. Okay.
I saw the second one with my friends from home last week. It was so good.
Really?
I literally cried in the movies.
Oh my God.
That movie is not for kids. It's so good.
My friend Meska does this to me all the time. He'll be like, have you not seen this movie?
Yeah, me and him
like,
talk about it.
Watch it now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I'll watch it.
I messaged him the other day when I was at home and I said, give me a good thriller that I haven't seen. And he sent me like a page full of shit and I said, I've seen them all.
I love him.
I was like,
He's
do
my
better.
favorite person.
And he sent me one called Brick and I watched it. Shout out. It was actually really good.
Do you watch horror movies by yourself?
Yeah.
That is so wild.
Guys, can you leave a comment down below if you guys watch horror movies or thrillers by yourself? Am I not the only one? I don't find them, like I don't want to be at home watching Adam Sandler.
I don't like anything that makes me sad. I try
Yeah,
I like sad music though. I love sad music.
That's different, yeah. But I don't get sad when I'm watching, like, I don't sit down at home and like cry when I'm watching horror and true crime, stuff like that. I really like it because I don't go out in the world and think the world's horrible after I watch this stuff. I actually think it makes me more self-aware because the amount of stuff that I have watched in that genre has really inspired me in a way, like making sure that I'm safe. And I'm such a protector now. I feel like I'm so self-aware and educated on that stuff.
I wish I could think that way, but I just don't think that way at all. If I watch something,
Really?
Yeah, it fully sends me into a spiral and I get so upset. I love documentaries. Wow. I watched this documentary called The Trials of Gabriel Fernandez.
That was so sad. And like, cause that story is obviously famous. And when I watched that, I felt obviously so emotional and so upset because I do get attached to these things that I watch and I do feel things for them. But what frustrates me is that was so publicized and everyone knew about it. There is so many things that nobody knows about and people have gone through that the word hasn't spread around.
Yeah, of course.
To help them. And I've just got into such deep holes where it makes me aware. Like if I was to catch transport when I've traveled, you know what I'm doing instantly when I go anywhere? When I go to a restaurant, I don't know if you've noticed this. When I go to a restaurant, I'm always the one that's facing where I can see the door.
Yeah, but honestly, like I do that too.
Yeah.
And I think that way too. It's not like, but I don't watch this kind of stuff, but I think that way too.
Yeah, that's good.
But like, I don't know, everyone's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I just feel really like, I don't feel happy when I'm done watching something like that. It doesn't inspire me, doesn't make me feel good. I'm just like, I hate how I feel.
Remember when
I've gone down like a rabbit hole where like I've watched a lot of true crime.
Yeah.
I find it interesting. It's like the car crash theory, right? I'm nosy. So with Black Mirror or with like a true crime episode, like I've played them for you on the TV. Obviously I'm interested and I'm listening and I'm like, wow, that's so great. I can't believe like she got killed that way or whatever. But I don't leave the episode feeling like good. Like my vibe is like low after that. I'm not happy. I'm not excited. I'm just like, oh, that fuck, that sucks that person went through that, right? And so I have been trying to just think about like more positive things. I love the occasional thriller. It's fun. Trust me, it's fun.
You're so right with how people's brains are so different. Gone back to Inside Out 2. Everyone has such different ways that we communicate and think, because I've spoke about it before, how I get so anxious about things. When I drive, I get really bad, what's the word? Like my brain and body takes over and I get super anxious and I get panic attacks and stuff like that. When I put on podcasts or true crime, I instantly feel better.
Oh my God. Maybe it makes you feel like things could be worse. Like, look at what this person's going through.
Yeah,
things
but
could be worse.
I also think because I'm listening to Two Girls Talk, the podcast I listen to is Crime Junkie, and I feel like they're there with me and I don't feel alone.
That's how I feel when I listen to like The Secret or all that spiritual stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But like, I just get like, I get in like rabbit holes. I get so sad. Once I'm sad, it's like a snowball effect.
Yeah.
Like, when I watched that documentary about that kid, I was like, this is awful.
So bad what happened.
I just can't believe, and bless them because they're doing an amazing thing, but that there are lawyers that constantly read about these cases of children dying and being abused. Like, what is that like?
Imagine being a lawyer like that.
Yeah, I know. And like, bless them because they're doing so good, right? But how do you go home knowing that like you're doing this case and this kid has just gone through what they've gone through? This documentary I keep referencing, guys, this child was abused and ended up dying at the age of 8 because his parents abused him. I mean, what? How do you go home and like enjoy anything?
That's the same with when I listen to true crime and like all the forensic science people, detectives that are helping.
How do you have those jobs?
How do you go home to like your family or kids knowing that you walked into a house and like the whole family was murdered? How can you go home after that and be like, how was your day at work? No, the whole family died. Everyone's
so different. I mean, like, I guess there's people that can do that for work and can go home and feel okay and separate it. I've always been like a very everyone is different. You know, I was listening to the only interview that The Weeknd, like the singer, has done, because he doesn't really do press or interviews. And the person was like, you're not really a normal person because, like, you know, you sing in front of so many people. And he was like, no, I am not a normal person. I'm very emotional. If you're going to sit there on stage or stand there on stage and sing in front of hundreds of thousands of people, that's emotional. It's not normal, right? I don't feel like I'm normal. I feel like I take things on so deeply. And if someone like sits with me and tells me their story, I'll think about it for 10 days after, 10 business days. I'm sitting there, I'm like...
Yeah, I feel like I'm the same like that too, because I feel things very, very deeply, and I'll always try and help the situation as well. That's why I could never be a therapist. I could never do that stuff because I'll take that shit home.
Alyssa and I were in a conversation, guys, because she was telling me that if she got kidnapped because she watches all this true crime, she would know what to do and she would feel fully inspired.
No, yes, I would. I know exactly what to do. Emotional manipulation.
Yeah, but that doesn't work on every single killer.
Oh, I did tell you this. No, it doesn't. But I'm so smart. I would never go to a killer that would do that.
What? What are you talking about? What if you just get randomly snatched by someone that's 10 times bigger than you and they don't care about that emotional stuff. They're ready to kill you. What are you going to do then?
What do you mean, like kill me right then and there?
He's driving you somewhere. What are you going to do? You can't get out.
Okay, well,
see, I'm such a pessimist that in the car I'd be thinking, this is it.
Yeah, but like that's when you die. You got to fight until you die. You're in a truck, right? Okay, they've taped your mouth, they taped your arms. You're in the truck, you're driving. You're calling it quits then and there. You're still alive, breathing. You're calling it quits.
I wouldn't be alive breathing. I'd have a panic attack.
You're not going to tell me you're going to take that thing off. You're going to rip your thing. You're going to scream. You're going to shout. You're going to like rip the fucking blanket off. You're going to jump out. You're going to roll. You're not telling me you're going to try?
No, I think I'd probably like faint.
I'd try.
This would be me. You kidnap me.
I'd try. I would try. Or you pretend you're dead already. So just like that, oh, no use.
I don't know. I just think I have...
We're so different in this aspect. But you know what's good about...
I don't find it interesting at all. You could sit with me and be like, I had the craziest story about this person that died. Louis knows I used to be into all of that stuff. Just recently I'm like, I give up. I hate it all.
But you know what's good for this friendship though? Touch wood.
Are you going to tell me that you're going to find me if I go missing?
Touch wood though. If Luma ever went missing or we were out together, I'm telling you right now, you're going to thank all the gods in the universe that you were friends with me, because I would find you within 24 hours. I'll Liam Neeson that shit.
I hope so.
I'll Liam Neeson that shit.
I hope so. And if you don't find me, I'll be so pissed.
Then I'd be so upset with myself. Like, what was the point?
Every time I watched a Black Mirror episode,
What's that? I haven't ever seen it.
What? You talk about all this stuff that you like. Black Mirror is the best of it all.
I've never seen Black Mirror though.
Oh my God, don't, because I'll get into watching that with you and you'll be upset. You will not shut up about it. It's so good.
I've never seen it.
I reckon that would be your favorite of all of this stuff. So every single Black Mirror episode has a twisted ending. It's insane. You have to go home and watch it. I can't believe you haven't watched Black Mirror.
No, I've never watched it.
So it's a show, but every episode is completely different.
Oh, I love that.
Because every episode has like some twisted... Okay, I'll spoil one for you. You don't have to watch this one. There's this episode called Shut Up and Dance. This isn't like true crime or thrillers or anything. But like I can watch Black Mirror because at least it's not real.
Okay, yeah,
and then
got
I'm
you.
like, okay, that was fucked up, but all right.
Yeah.
In the beginning of this episode, you see this boy and he's watching, I'll say corn because I can't say the word. He's watching corn and you don't see what he's watching, but then there's a message and it's this person being like, haha, like I've hacked your laptop. I have this video of you standing up like watching corn. Mm-hmm. We know what you've done. You have to complete all these tasks. Otherwise, I'm going to out this to everyone on your email list.
Wow, okay.
So he goes like, he's obviously freaking out. He's like, I don't want this outed, blah, blah, blah. So he gets this phone and he has to complete all these tasks. And the tasks get worse and worse and worse every single time.
Oh my God.
So he's like, they're like, take this cake and deliver it to this person. And I don't know how they're seeing him, but whatever.
Yeah.
And then it gets worse and worse. It's like, okay, go do this and rob a bank. And he's
Wait,
going like
what?
to the extremes. And this whole time you're thinking, oh my God, this poor boy, like just, is this even worth it? Like just let him out the video. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You spend the whole episode feeling sorry for this kid.
Oh my God, what's going to happen?
And then at the very, very end, he kills someone because they're like, point the gun and shoot. Like it gets to that point where he's like robbed a bank. He's gotten a gun. Anyway, at the very end, he gets arrested. You're sitting there like, why the hell did this boy even... Just, who cares? Let the video go out.
Yeah.
Like, we find out at the end, he was watching corn of like babies. The whole time you're watching an episode,
you're feeling sorry for him.
And at the very, very end, you realize that's why it's actually all him. And it's so interesting. And I'll be sitting there. I remember Louie and I watched an episode and it was silent. The episode finishes and we're just like... When something crazy happens, people will leave comments like if Jojo Siwa going massive, it'll be like this is like a Black Mirror episode.
That funny. Makes sense because I've seen this Black Mirror stuff everywhere, but I never got into it.
It's so good because every single episode is different. You can just look on Google what are the craziest Black Mirror episodes and then you can watch those ones. Have you seen this whole thing about the rodent men? Like how girls are being like, he's such a rodent man, he's so hot. Have you seen that? All right, so
no.
Do you know Jeremy Allen White, the guy who plays Lip in Shameless?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So him, everyone thinks he's so hot. Obviously, he's not conventionally attractive, right? He's what some would call a rodent man, which obviously Jeremy Allen, if you're watching this, you're not because you're doing so many good things. If you're watching this, I'm not saying anything bad, okay? I'm just relaying what the people are saying on TikTok.
Okay.
So there's this whole thing about like the rodent man. What's Zendaya's partner? Tom Holland.
Tom Holland.
They're calling him a rodent man, like not conventionally attractive, but all of a sudden like so hot to everyone.
I think he's cute though.
Okay, well,
Tom Holland.
Yeah, okay. But my point is a lot of people are saying that they love this like new like rodent man vibe. Like Pete Davidson, he's like in that category.
Oh, I get what you mean. Yeah.
Where it's like ugly hot.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is? Like what makes someone ugly attractive? Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh, like Barry, Sabrina's boyfriend.
Barry. Yeah, well,
he's
in her new music video, all of a sudden he's more attractive.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, wait, he's dating Sabrina Carpenter. He must be so funny. Like he plays good roles. Like,
wait, that's so weird because in Saltburn, I didn't find Barry hot.
Same. I thought he was so dorky looking.
Yeah.
And when I found out he was dating Sabrina, I was like, what? And then she comes out with this Slay music video.
He
I
looks
hate
good.
that I just said Slay. I hate that from me. But
I always say Slay.
It's really late at night, guys. I don't know what's going on with me. But she comes out with this music video. All of a sudden, I'm like, wait, okay.
He was so cute in that video.
But like rodent man.
I actually don't know what makes them ugly hot. Like medium ugly men.
Is it because they're funny?
I don't know, but I always thought like a medium ugly man would be good.
Do you know what it is?
What?
I think it's because like the conventionally attractive guys, like they're the type of guys that become male influencers and take like mirror selfies and spam like Snapchat like a bunch of girls at the same time.
That's disgusting.
I know. And I think like that's just not attractive. Like no one wants that.
Guys that take selfies and post it like, I felt cute. Like,
can we please talk about how you spoke to someone recently? Can we please talk about this? I'm like, please.
We did speak about this.
No, in this episode about how he went on and he was going on and on, guys, telling Alyssa, I don't care about social media.
Yeah, he hated social media apparently.
But he loved it. And he would take selfies, like mirror selfies, like.
Yes, he would. And selfies as well in the car.
In the car? Of him driving?
Like this.
Did that give you the ick?
Now it does.
Like thinking back, would you see those selfies and think, wait a minute, you keep talking about how you hate social media, but you like it. Did you think that?
No.
Oh.
But now I do, obviously. And you telling me, like, what are you doing, Alyssa?
I remember, like, I stalked his Instagram for you and he posted something like of his leg.
I know, you had it in your camera.
He posted like a flexing thing of his leg,
and he's
guys.
doing like this.
Like post gym. Okay, men are going to hate me for this. They're going to clip me and be like, she's so mid. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Would never date her. Wouldn't date you guys either. But like, no, I just think like a guy that's going to the gym. Okay, it's different if you're like a trainer and you're posting that and you're proud of it and it's your job. Sure, go for it. A guy that's going to the gym constantly posting like thirst traps, like mirrors selfies all the time of you at the gym with your shirt off. It is cringe. Don't do that.
No, my ex Billy, the fake name we gave him, when we first broke up, people were coming to me. I think 3 people a week were coming to me at the gym or a restaurant where I live telling me, oh, Billy's posting so many thirst traps and shirtless photos and gym photos literally for 3 months straight. That's all he was posting.
That is so weird.
That's all he was posting.
Wait, that's what girls do post breakup.
Yeah, and he was posting all the different music with the lyrics on his abs on his stories.
Wait, like the Drake song that's like, I gotta be single for a while. You can't control me.
No, that's what he was doing. After our breakup, that's what he was doing. He was posting thirst traps
so
to the max. And it was so bad that girls were messaging me and being like, I had to unfollow him. How embarrassing.
Wait, girls message you that?
Yes. People were sending me his photos and screen because I was blocked. People were sending me stuff like, what is he posting? And I was like, wow, like I don't feel sad anymore.
I'm not outing this person. I hope my friend doesn't watch this. She's going to hate me. I have a friend. I'm not going to say her name. Her boyfriend recently, I can't with this. He went to somebody's Instagram that he used to talk to and like reacted to her story while being in a relationship with my friend, who, by the way, is a baddie. Like, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
She messaged my friend being like, hey girly, I'm really sorry. I know.
Not the hey girly.
Not the hey girly.
Oh.
I'm really sorry to do this, but here's a screenshot of your man liking my photo. What would you do, Alyssa, in this instance?
Are you talking to past me or me now?
Oh, interesting. Wait, because you have been in this.
Yeah. So me now, just
What would you
quickly
do now?
side note, if my man was liking
This girl sent it to you.
that man would never hear from him again. I wouldn't even give him an explanation. I would just never speak to him ever
Wait,
again.
so true, because you know what happens? You tell them, then they say sorry, they cry, and they do all the right things, and they tell you it's because they were insecure. Embarrassing.
Yeah. No, I would dead set. If I was dating a man and a girl messaged me and said, hey, your man just liked my selfie or messaged me or replied to a story, anything at all, I would dead set one of the 2 options.
What are the 2 options?
Never ever speak to him again. He would never know what happened. He has to live with that guilt for, oh, what did I do? Oh my God. Or send him a screenshot of what I found out and then block him. But not tell him, just send a screenshot.
Wait. That's so good.
That's what I would do now.
That's like what I did with that girl where I unsent all of the messages. I didn't even care to give her an explanation. I'm just like, goodbye, out.
That's what I'll do now. Hand on my heart, what I'll do now after what happened with freaking Jim Bob a few months ago. Like,
wait, Jim Bob's not actually the name.
Yeah, I did not date someone that was named Jim Bob. That's a fake name. But that's what I'll do now. I believe in it. That's what I would do. 7 months ago, me. It's okay, babe. You're probably just having a really bad day.
No. Wait, I can't. What am I doing? I did the same thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
My ex literally
I was gonna
messaged
say.
girls. There was a girl. She had a tattoo of a turtle here. And this clown that I was dating. By the way, guys, this is the same person I was crying like this.
Oh, is this the
on my
breakup video?
YouTube.
Yeah.
Same person.
Yeah.
Replied to, like, sent her this photo and went, I love this tattoo, smoke emoji. It's a tattoo of a turtle.
Wait, but what's the point
He loved the tattoo, I guess.
of a turtle?
Yeah. You know what? We've got Louis sitting out here, guys.
Is he listening?
Yeah.
Oh.
Alyssa went through Louis' following recently because she was like, why doesn't he have any hot friends?
Yeah, I asked Luma's boyfriend Louis if he had any hot friends, and I was going through every single one.
You found a cute one.
He had one.
But like the point is,
I'm still waiting for him to message me.
literally true. You said, wow, he doesn't follow any girls.
Yeah, I did. That was actually kind of a slave from him because like Jim Bob followed 487. I love how I just like randomly trauma dump on you. Like it's like
Yeah, no, guys, Alyssa and I woke up the other day. I'm not kidding. Like my contacts aren't even in yet. I can't see anything. I have a sty in my eye. It hurts. Like I don't know what's going on. Alyssa goes, so I just realized something. I've been like really abused. I have daddy issues. I was like, babe, let me get my contacts in.
no, literally,
Hold
I'm
on.
so funny. I would dead set just randomly just say anything.
You'll just be sitting there, like she's on her phone. She's like, it's crazy how I got abused like that. All right.
No, he dead set didn't follow any girls, and not even no hot men either.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna be here sitting here being like, my man would never. You know what I mean? Those are the same girls that get cheated on.
Because he might.
Louis laughing.
He's like,
no, but have you noticed that? It's the girls that come on and they go, my man would never. And then their men do. Wait, I need to out this with you because you were there. Louis, you're going to find this so funny.
Tell me.
I did a collaboration with a brand, guys, recently, okay? And the brand owner was a guy, all right? And we're doing this collaboration and we end up hanging out with this business owner after the collaboration, Alyssa and I. And we're sitting with this guy and his friend and he is full on flirting, like 100% flirting. He's looking at Alyssa being like, oh God, you're so gorgeous, like blah, blah.
This guy
full on
was
flirting.
Yeah.
And like, when I say flirting, I'm talking about there's no chance. At the time, I thought there was absolutely no chance that you have a girlfriend, let alone a wife. Alyssa and I think they're fully single, these guys, because the way they're talking. And it's like, all right, whatever. Because we're benefiting from this brand. So it's like, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, I can't really spill because I don't want him to find out because his brand is a slay. So I'm just going to keep working.
Yeah,
with
we still want to work with them. So
I go to do something for him, like at the brand. I'm trying not to like spill. What's it called? Like the brand, the building.
Just say that she went to go to the building to work.
Yeah. I went to the office. That's right. Thank you, Lou.
Yeah.
Went to the office to do something for this brand. I was like, oh, I really need to pee. I'm going to come upstairs. He goes, maybe just stay here. And I'm like, what?
Well, he told you to stay there.
I was like, I kind of need to pee though. So I'm not going to stay here. I'm going to go upstairs.
Okay.
So I go upstairs.
Yeah.
I'm in the lift. I'm like, da-da-da-da-da. Go upstairs. I go into this room. There is a lady and she's like this, right? She's shh. And I'm like,
Did she speak to you?
yep. She goes, oh, you work with, obviously blocking that out. And I go, huh, how do you know each other? She goes, he's my husband. The same husband that's sitting there, guys, telling Alyssa in front of me, he's like, God, you're so gorgeous. The things I would do to you. Like,
Yeah, we'll sit
and
you
she's
down.
like this. No, but wait, this is even worse. She has the cheek to sit there and tell me, he's amazing, isn't he? He would never.
Wait.
He treats me so well.
Wait.
I'm just so lucky. I swear to God, I swear on everything. She sat there in front of me and the tension in this room because he's sitting on that side. I'm sitting here. She's like this with their baby and her ring. And she's like to me, it just feels amazing that my man would never. And he's an amazing husband. And I was like, is he?
Wait, why didn't you say anything?
Because, hello, his brand. I was like, it's not my problem. I'm not getting involved in this.
Wow, but that's she did nothing wrong, obviously.
Exactly. I'm not breaking up your marriage. This means that you will give me anything I want from this brand.
Wow, I can't believe
Do you know
that.
what I mean? Tactical.
Wow.
You know? I'm
See
so
what I mean?
smart.
But how embarrassing for her if she ever found out. Don't
like,
never say that about your man.
Period. Can you believe this woman was sitting there with her child telling me, I feel really lucky that I can trust him with
I feel
everything.
bad for her.
I'm so scared that he won't work with me again.
Oh well.
I'm so scared.
He won't. He's not going to know.
Can you imagine if she finds it?
But it could be anybody. You have
feel
no
like-
proof.
But like, don't you feel like how can you not know? Do you know what I mean? Like our intuition as a woman, like surely she knows. Maybe she said that because she had a little feeling and she kind of knew. It is really late at night.
What's
we
the
have
time?
to have our Blitz bar and watch a little bit of vampires. Louis, you're gonna
No,
stay
we're
out
going to
with
watch
us?
Black Mirror episode.
Louis, you're staying out with us.
Can he put it? Can he put the TV on, Louis, and put a Black Mirror episode on?
Oh, I love him.
All right, we love you guys so much.
We love you so much. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I'm going to link my Instagram and Alyssa's Instagram down below and our podcast, TikTok. Yeah, I really want to do a segment as well. I don't know what yet.
Because I come every month or so to see Luma, we will like put all the topics and stuff down and we'll talk about it for the next one. So
Yes.
leave everything in the comments because we read it all.
But we're manifesting that you and I will live in the same city soon.
Yeah. so. But it's so fun though coming to different cities
It
though.
is.
It
and
is
we
fun.
talk like every day, and it's so
We
nice.
do.
I feel like our friendship is so healthy because we see each other like a lot now, and I
talk
love
every
it.
single day.
Yes, and we're gonna be like pretty much living together for a month.
I know.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna be so annoying. All I'm gonna be doing is being like, this person just died.
She's gonna be sniffing my undies type shit, guys.
I do that. Is that not normal?
Bye, guys. Love you.